Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Deluxe Class Hound was part of Wave 1 of the Siege line, released back in 2019. The aim of the War for Cybertron on Siege line was to give the Generations line a soft reboot, bringing in a new scaling system and more detailed figures for the adult Transformers collector, both in sculpting and in paint. Hound here in his robot mode comes in his classic military colours, although the green is certainly a lot darker and more akin to a military look, as well as some army brown colouring and some other paint app details, but it gives him that classic Hound look. Articulation for Hound. His head could do a full 360 if not for the back panel behind his head. His arm, however, can do a full 360. You do get a bicep cut and a bend at the elbow. You can also twist the fist, which is really nice. We do get a full waist swivel that can do a full 360. No ab crunch, but you do get full leg movement, going left and right and in and out. You do get a high bend at the knee, and his foot is on a tilt, so you can get some ankle tilt posing. Quite a lot of articulation for a deluxe class figure of that time. For accessories, Hound comes with his shoulder cannon, done in a military green plastic matching the figure, and some silver and brown accents. You do get an ammo clip done in black plastic with some silver paint accents. And lastly, you get a rifle done in black with some silver paint. The rifle and the ammo clip can combine, which you'll see later in this video. Size comparison in robot mode with Hound, you have War for Cybertron Siege Red Alert, you have Studio Series 86 Rumble, you have Earthrise Thundercracker, and the retool of the Hound mold, which is Transformers Age of the Prime's Fistron, to give you an idea of how he scales within the Generations line. To no one's surprise, Hound's alt mode is of course a Jeep, albeit a futuristic Cybertronian Jeep to boot. This alt mode does give me those Halo Warthog vibes, probably due to that military paint scheme that Hound has. The weapon storage on the figure is very clever and makes sense for a military vehicle to have some armaments for people to use in battle. The transformation on this figure was also very fun and still surprises me to this day, even though I've transformed him multiple times. It's very cleverly done and is definitely a fun part of the figure's experience. And once you get him in alt mode, it is definitely a looker. Size comparison time in alt mode. Here he is with War for Cybertron Siege Red Alert, with his retooled mate Fistron and Earthrise Thundercracker. I think these scale remarkably well. War for Cybertron Siege Hound is one of the best versions of the character that you can have in your Transformers collection, with this being part of the very first wave of the War for Cybertron Siege line, which was a soft reboot of the Generations line as a whole, led by John Warden. Gave us a glimpse as to what that team was looking to achieve, and I think they did, with better sculpts, better paint apps, and better articulation that the Generations line had not seen in a long time. The passion with that team is just shown here in Hound. And the mould is still being used today, being retooled not only into Studio Series 86 Hound, but also Detroitus and Age of the Prime's Fistron, which I'm sure will get an Iron Fist retool in the very near future. This is definitely one that I would recommend that you get in your collection. Not only does it just look great, it's very iconic in its own right, showing us a new wave of Transformers was on the horizon. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you again soon with another.